So today we'll be looking at the Fixer. The Fixer starts with a supply bag and scout rifle. Increase carry ammo capacity for primary and secondary weapons by 10% for all teammates. When a teammate uses your supply bag, there is a 20% chance you will gain explosive ammo. Now, we're not going to be going for the supply bags with my setup, but I will also be showing you the perks to pick for that. And this is actually, using a supply bag gives you a 15% chance to restore one equipment charge. So, basically, every time you plant it, you have a 15% chance of it not counting as a use. So this is actually very nice. You can plant a lot more supply bags with this. Since we're not using the supply bags with my setup, I'm going for the revive speed. Now the Fixer, a lot of times, is in charge of the last resort, getting people up and fixing the situation. So we want to pick up people very fast, and I'll be showing you a perk that goes very well with this. We have the masking grenade grant an additional temporary health boost. Start with masking grenades. Nice, but masking grenade is lethal to zombies. Start with masking grenades. So that means every time shit is going sideways, you can toss the grenade basically close to the zombies if your feet is not doable. I mean, you want to you can generally get some zombies in if you're tactical with it, and get multiple people into the masking grenade in those hairy situations, and that's why we want the lethal to zombies. Also, occasionally, since we're going for all effects with this setup, you can actually use this to like kind of close out an area with a little choke point cloud of death, which is pretty sweet. Increase fire run damage to 50% for 10 seconds when reviving or unpinning a teammate. It's nice, especially since you're reviving at the end, but no, we want the masking to be lethal, because our effects are so long with this setup. We're running all effects, so you got like a 13, 14 if not 15 second. Doesn't tell you the base, but it's around 13 if not 15 seconds on the effect. So that's what we want right there. Start with a breaching charge. Now this is actually kind of nice. You have to really search for the breaching charge, and if you don't go out of your way to search for the breaching charges, you generally will have none or one. Reviving a teammate grants explosive ammo for both of you. So if you are running the straight explosive, maybe you want that. I don't know, I really don't. Explosive ammo is good, but this is what I go for, because like I said, I build my classes around the category, and the category is Fixer. So, reviving a teammate grants masking effect for 3 seconds for both of you. That means every time you pick somebody up, they get 3 seconds of a masking effect to get out of the situation. You get 3 seconds masking effect, so you can actually safely pick somebody up. Where is it? Very fast, basically instantly. And then you're not in the position of being screwed. So you can go run to the next person, get them up, get another 3 second masking effect for both of you, and actually get into a position that's good for you to go back and engage in the fight. If everyone on the team is incapacitated or pinned by a zombie, then the Fixer is able to stand up, which is why we're running this perk and this perk, so we can get people up, because we're the last man standing. Increase carry ammo capacity for primary and secondary weapons for 10% for you and all teammates. It's nice, but we are the Fixer. So we are going to go for the health is increased by 25%. Because if shit does go sideways, we want to be that last man standing where we can actually get people up. Masking grenade capacity increased to 2 and supply bag capacity to 2. Usually I don't go for this one, but since you only start with 1 and this masking grenade can be so impertinent to turning the tide of a fight, we want to have 2. So if we ever do need to use one, we don't have to look for a supply bag to have another. Killing 15 zombies in rapid succession will grant 25% chance to refill. It's also nice, 25% chance on special zombies. These two are about the same, depending, unless you're like me and you basically kill every special zombie, ending up at the top of the list in every game. But we're gonna go for the 2. Definitely like the 2 on that, so you're not relying on a percentage to get another one or a supply bag more often than not, by far. If you're fixing that many times, might just, I don't know. Anyone that uses your supply bag restores 20% of primary weapon ammunition. And we have anyone entering masking grenade restores 20% of primary weapon ammo. So obviously if you're running the supply bags, you'll be running this, and if you're running the masking grenades, you'll actually be running this. Reviving a teammate will restore 15% of primary ammunition for you and your teammate. You know, I actually used this for the longest, and then I switched to this to test it. But about hand in hand, they're about as good. But generally as the fixer, I find that more often than not, only adding ammo on like runs and stretches. So if you use your masking grenade a lot of times for stretches, that might be nice. But more often than not, just throwing it down. Occasionally I'll throw it down before picking up an ammo bag, equipment bag. But I find that I pick up a lot of people as the fixer, since I do have that instant pickup, and people, especially when I'm playing with a team, they know I got that masking effect, and if things go sideways, I am the one picking up ones back to back. So I'm giving 15% of primary weapon ammunition to the person that probably needs it. The person that went down, there's a better chance that they actually need some ammo. And now you need some ammo because now you're running to pick them up, and you're going more out of your way to pick them up than you are to then creating a tactical advantage for yourself. So it's giving you more ammunition, so after you pick up the last person, now you have a bunch of ammo. So I really like that perk over the masking grenade on a second look. But it's debatable which one you want to go for sure. Supply bag contains 25% more explosive ammo. Masking grenade effect duration increased by 5 seconds. All semi-automatic rifle reload speeds increased by 25%, which is nice, especially if you're going for that semi build. If you are going to be using the semi build, you might very well want to start with this over the health. That is also debatable, but I am not. We're going for the straight fixer build. So we're going to disregard the all semi rifles gain increased penetration, because we're only starting with a level 1, so the level 2 we take is probably just going to be whatever. And the revolver is basically the perfect secondary weapon. It's very powerful. You can one-shot basically everything, all the normal zombies. And it fires pretty fast. I don't know, I really like this gun, that's why I go for it. But if you're not a fan of the revolver, you very well might want to take the all semi-automatic rifles gain increased penetration, and you might, at that point, if you take that perk, might want to start off with the tier 2 semi over the health. That I probably might take that if I was running the increased penetration, because that would be pretty beast for the first half of the game. But I don't know. Supply bag contains 25% more explosive ammo. Self-explanatory. Masking grenades effect duration increased by 3 seconds. Self-explanatory. Oh, so there it is. The base is 6. So 6, 11, 14. That's what I thought, actually. It is 14 seconds, not 15. And here we have cloud duration. We don't want the cloud duration. We want the effect. We want the stealth for 14 seconds. And occasionally, when we want to create the Cloud of Death, 14 seconds. Here we have increased ammo capacity for all heavy weapons by 10%. I mean, it's not terrible. You got the rocket launcher, doesn't make a difference on chainsaw. I don't know if it affects the chainsaw, honestly. But yeah, we actually want to be starting with our own power weapon. This gives us 9 shots on the payload rifle with 50% more ammo, so everyone we get has 9. The payload rifle, if you haven't really used it, it's actually pretty good. So yeah, we want to be starting with our own ammo, especially if somebody's about to go down anyway, and you know you got to go pick them up. They're about to be killed by the bull or something. You can unload the payload rifle real quickly into them. I mean, if it kills them, it's not a big deal. They were about to be killed anyway. And then go pick them up. Mortar and stationary machine gun ammo capacity increased by 25% for all team. Durability of defenses increased by 25% for all team. Sorry for going to my choice before this one, because this one actually is a hand-in-hand second choice. This is actually a very team perk. Now, the only reason I didn't pick this perk over this is because I like to have a special that I can save people with. I feel like as the fixer and not being on the front line as much as I am with other classes, that I like the payload rifle that I can quickly switch to try to fix the situation, over having a little bit more ammo on the machine gun and the mortar. I feel like if you have the machine gun and the mortar, you can kill enough of the wave where you can just kill the wave, but that's just me. This is definitely your call right here, which one you want between that. I definitely wouldn't go for this. Unequipped weapon automatically reloads every 10 seconds for all teammates. Very good perk. So, as soon as you go to your secondary, 10 seconds later, your primary weapon will reload for everybody. It's really sweet. And that is the fixer.